Here's a too long didn't read post of what happened to Humble Child. What can he do to secure his account? What's the safest way to avoid this from happening again? And are you really safe from all of this? So we'll first talk about what happened to Humble Child. First, Humble went ahead and opened up his Gmail and he saw his sponsorship and he opened it up and he was downloading a program from their attachment file, and basically he lost access to his Gmail after a few hours later. Then he posted on Twitter that he wants hackers to hack his Gmail for him or something, and then Google came out of nowhere asking if he needed more confirmation of help by reading articles, and that didn't help him. So Humble said, I've tried all that. I don't want to do all that because it didn't really help. So after that, he didn't get a response after a day later. So Humble went ahead and used as alt to replace his main pretty much. The second topic I have is what can he do to secure his accounts? I would recommend a two-factor authentication. It creates a second layer protection, and if possible, use a cell phone number or phone number, whatever you have, for the Google to send you verification codes through your phone number. That's usually how I do mines. It works out pretty well. I would also recommend using Authy because you're able to save all of the stuff from your Google account that you had your accounts on, and you're able to transfer it over to your next device, and you wouldn't have any issues going ahead to use the latest accounts you had saved on it. Google authentication would always forget and lose it because it's stored in their own local cache. And alternatively, this is up to you because you can make your own complex passwords, but I would use a password manager just basically log in quicker, and you need my master password to be able to get into the password manager. And I recommend using Bitwarden, or if you want to use paid ones, you can go ahead and use LastPass or FastPass, any of those things, or more than that. I know there's more than that. Alternatively, you can write down a very complex password if you want to on a piece of paper and store it somewhere safe. And I would never ever save my password on Google, Firefox, or Opera's cache because they are local and they are not online saved. Now here's another subject that you'll say is, what is the safest way to avoid this from happening again? I would recommend having common sense because it's important to know what you're really doing, and it's really important to know that there's viruses out there on the internet, and you don't want to really get into one of those infections because they are really difficult to remove and they will just stay there. And then the last topic I have is, am I really safe from all of this? All the stuff I've recommended you, BitLocker, LastPass, FastPass, Authy, and all that, and virtual machines such as OracleBox and VMware, and as well as VirtualBox, they are all safe. They are also on the internet, and they're really popular used, except for Bitwarden. I don't know if Bitwarden is really popular, but that's just my opinion of having a password manager that really helps, and Authy as my two-step authentication. And I also use my phone number from my secondary authentication in case I lose Authy, and I can just go ahead and use my phone number just to recover it really quick. And I recommend those. Really do. I really do, because maybe one day you'll end up figuring out that this hacker has gotten into my account, but at least I have a phone number there just to verify myself and get it back really fast, and be sure to lock down the account as fast as I possibly could. As much as I want to secure the account, I don't know if that hacker is gonna do way more, so that's why I would recommend locking it. Those are the things I would really do recommend. It's up to you, but there's alternatives you can go for. It's really up to you. I have no problem with you doing anything you want with your accounts. I really do really recommend getting a complex password though. That's the major one I would also recommend you to do. Here in this section, we'll be taking a look at the topic, the ways that hackers gain access. I have made a chart, and it's going to be on the screen. And it's going to be showing you of how exactly this really works, because I inspected and I looked at how this bot worked, and it really did a lot of damage to Humble's Child, and it really made him a little mad. He made a video about how angry he was. So here's the chart. So we have that first perspective of Humble getting hacked, and then it revolves to immediately changing the password. Then all of a sudden these bots would host multiple multiple accounts to be able to join Humble's channel and session as well, and they continuously keep hoarding the account until they are able to be all logged in, and then they would upload thousands and thousands of videos, and they would enable every single video to have multiple ways of having AdSense, and eventually they just abuse the algorithm, making it to become one of the most recommended videos in the recommendation list for everyone. And they continuously do this until the account is not able to enable AdSense anymore. Look at that, an ad already. I'm not even on YouTube's I'm not even logged in, and I get an advertisement on it, hit the monetization channel. Oh, and this is from them. They just stole the video from them. So basically, the bot master would see if the account is making revenue or not, and if they are making revenue, they would keep the account until it's retrieved from the hostage, and then 5 days later, they would remove all the details from the account and close it. And if they aren't making any revenue, they would just remove the details and close the account, just as the same as the last one right there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a damn good one.